Hello, this is Newsaz reporting. I'm Elvia Zulfugar, Chief Editor. Today we have a special guest in our special interview, Mr. Rashad Ahmadov, Executive Director of Compulsory Insurance Bureau. We will touch upon various points. You will know that Azerbaijan also has a green card. However, this green card is related to insurance. We will also talk about the types of compulsory insurance. Have a wide discussion about how you can insure your property and vehicle and how you can protect yourself and others around you. So we get started. Hello, Mr. Ahmadov, how are you?
Thank you very much.
There are many points of interest for us and our followers regarding insurance. I hope that we will not bother you too much with our questions. So we get started. I'd like to start with the simplest notes. For example, many citizens, including me, are interested in knowing what types of property the compulsory insurance applied. For example, let's start with the residential property. Why do we have to insure our houses?
Thank you very much for inviting me. So we have several compulsory insurance types. It's motor third-party liability insurance, compulsory property insurance, property owners third-party liability insurance. We have employers liability insurance is also compulsory in Azerbaijan, and compulsory passengers personal accident insurance. As you mentioned, it's first of all the property insurance really very important because of the catastrophic risk, of course. And we have property insurance, compulsory property insurance for individuals, as well as we have compulsory property insurance for legal entities. For individuals, some insured is 25,000 manats for Baku, and Nakhchivan, Ganja, and Sumgayit, it's 20,000 manats, and for the remaining cities, it's 15,000 manats. And for all risks clearly mentioned in the legislation: flood, third parties illegal acts, natural disasters, fire, and other risks, and insurance premium calculation is 0.2%. So for Baku, basically it's 50 manats, it's 0.2% of 25,000 manats, and Ganja, Sumgayit, Nakhchivan, it's 40 manats, and for the remaining cities it's 30 manats. Mm-hmm. Basically for Baku you pay about 4 manats per month for coverage for a year.
So if the damage exceeds these figures, for example, if the damage to your property in Baku is 40,000 manat, will the insured party to have to pay the rest? So is there another way to increase the sum instead?
No, if we talk about compulsory product, we have fixed amounts. It's 25,000 for Baku, 20,000 for Ganja, Sumgayit, and Nakhchivan, and 15,000 for the remaining cities. But if you want to increase this amount, it is possible, but for this you have to get comprehensive product. Let's say if you have a house in Baku and market value of the house is about 100,000 manat, it means you have to buy additional 75,000 coverage as a comprehensive property insurance products. And we have 14 non-life insurance companies in Azerbaijan. If you approach to any of them, and they will be able to issue these comprehensive insurance products for you.
So, as I understood that this case applies to individuals.
Yes, and I would like to add some. Of course, it's comprehensive products are also not free of charge. You have to pay for this, and if you buy additional 75,000 manats as a comprehensive property insurance product, you have to pay additional insurance premium, and it's about 150 manats. So it means that in Baku, if you have a house and market value of house, if it's sum insured is 100,000 manat, it means that you have to pay about 200 manats per year.
Depends on market value.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but how this situation regulated for legal entities? We are talking about now about individuals.
For individuals, it's, as I told, it's fixed amounts for sum insured and insurance premium, but for legal entities, it's absolutely different. The sum insured is equal to the market value of the property, and no fixed amounts. It depends on the market value of the property, and all non-life insurance companies also allowed to provide this service for legal entities.
For example, when there is a fire in the house, the damage, of course, is not only to the walls. We have some household items in it. What about these household items? How to insure this personal property?
If you have a property, you can insure it. It doesn't matter if it's movable or immovable property. If you have personal items, furniture, and other equipment in your house, you can also insure this property, but it's also comprehensive insurance product. It's not a mandatory. If you approach the insurance company and if you ask to get a coverage for your personal belongings, equipment in the house, goods in stock, and so on, and it is possible to get this insurance cover. But first of all this property must be listed and must be attached to the main property insurance policy.
Mm-hmm. So when it comes to non-residential space, if the type of property in question is a workplace, then is it possible to insure the employees along with the inventory?
Yes, I think it's really very important to cover your employees and employers' risk. And as I mentioned, we have 5 different compulsory insurance products, employers' liability insurance, and yes, it is possible. And it's necessary. It's a requirement of the law. So how we do that? How we generate this insurance policy? We generate this insurance policy electronically. We have integration between the Ministry of Labor and Social Defense of Population of Azerbaijan Republic. We have integration with this organization, with this ministry, and we generate these insurance policies electronically in our system, in our platform. So we have 5 life insurance companies in Azerbaijan, and all these 5 insurance companies are allowed to issue employers' liability, compulsory employers' liability insurance policies. And we get all necessary information from the Ministry of Labor, and we generate this insurance policies electronically in our system.
Mr. Ahmadov, we are not living alone in this world. We have neighbors. So we also witness cases, sometimes a fire, flood in a home or any non-residential area, and it spreads to a neighbor or to a residential, non-residential area in the neighborhood. So which insurance types are applied in this case?
Yes, another very important question, I think, is we have the householders third-party liability insurance. It's TPL, third-party liability insurance. It's necessary. It's a requirement of law. It's necessary to get this cover for legal entities. But if individuals also can get this insurance policy, for individuals, it's a comprehensive product. You can choose your limit of liability. It depends on the customer. So it can be 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 2 million, and so on. But as a compulsory product, we have limit of liability, fixed limit of liability per material damage and for bodily injury. But as a comprehensive product, if you buy comprehensive product as a third-party liability insurance, it's possible for you to design this insurance policy with the insurance company together. There is no fixed amount.
So, but if the damage is not only material, but also to human health and life, so what happens then?
As I mentioned, we have third-party liability limit, fixed third-party liability limit for TPL, for compulsory TPL, and we have per person it's 5,000 and per occurrence it's 50,000. But if you buy comprehensive insurance product, there's no limit.
Mr. Ahmadov, we need a vehicle to get out of our insured house to go to somewhere. Needless to say, traveling in vehicles may involve some dangers, yes?
Yes.
For ourselves and others. In which cases can the vehicle insurance protect us?
Yes, it's MTPL, we call it MTPL, motor third-party liability insurance. And penetration is about 100% for local market and we issue this insurance policy also electronically. We have integration between Ministry of Internal Affairs and Compulsory Insurance Bureau, and all our stakeholders, all these insurance companies operate in Azerbaijan, non-life insurance companies, sorry. They are allowed to issue this motor third-party liability insurance via our system electronically. We get all necessary information from the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and we generate these insurance policies electronically. So this insurance policy also electronically issued insurance policies, and some insured for these insurance policies also fixed by law. It's 5,000 manas per accident, and for a material damage, of course, but for bodily injury, it's 5,000 manas per person and 50,000 manas per occurrence. And we have another very important insurance product. It's personal accident insurance product. If a vehicle provides service between cities and for in international route, it's necessary to buy this product. In water, in air, in rail, or it doesn't matter. This insurance product is also necessary. We have some insured fixed per person, but not limited per occurrence. It depends on the number of seats in the vehicle.
As far as I know, the validity scope of the insurance cases you mentioned is within the country. But what protects us if I have traveled abroad with my own car?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's MTPL, Motor Third Party Liability Insurance product is compulsory, but its territorial scope of the insurance policy is Azerbaijan. If you travel to Russia or to Turkey with your own car, you have to get green card insurance policy. Mm-hmm. So it's motor third party. It's basically very simple third party liability insurance, motor third party liability insurance for traveling abroad. And if you have an accident, your claim will be paid there. But I would like to repeat this, that motor third party liability insurance policies is only for Azerbaijan, not for abroad. For getting coverage in green card countries, it's necessary to get third party liability insurance abroad. We call it green card insurance policies.
So, Mr. Ahmadov, we have information that Azerbaijan has become a full member of Council of Bureaus. What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, we are really very proud of that. In 2014, we applied to the Council of Bureaus first time, and since 2016, we were to operate as a national green card bureau and member of Council of Bureaus, but not permanent, transitional member. Our status was transitional member. And last month in Belgrade we had next General Assembly and we become full member. Now we are full member of the Council of Bureaus. We operate as a National Green Card Bureau of Azerbaijan and full member of Council of Bureaus.
Which companies can do this green card issue in Azerbaijan?
Basically, as I told you, it's very basic third-party liability insurance policies issued for traveling abroad. So it's motor third-party liability insurance, and all 14 non-life insurance companies are allowed to issue green card insurance policies in Azerbaijan. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for this interesting interview, Mr. Ahmadov. So it was our special guest in our special interview, Mr. Rashad Ahmadov, Executive Director of Compulsory Insurance Bureau. Thank you for watching.